So yeah, I'm Alan. I'm from Cork City, born and raised. My parents are from Cork as well. I have travelled, I have worked outside of Cork, but I'm back here living and I love it. So I'm all about Cork.
Oh, so you're an actor, Alan. What kind of... Would you have a favourite acting job, or...?
Sure, they're all my favourites really, but I must say one I had actually, like, it was an extra's job, so can't you call it acting as such, but I was called up for to be an extra in a movie, and I was working at the time. I was thinking, okay, as extras, but like, tell me a bit more, you know, make the trip up to Dublin for this, and they told me it's a Pierce Brosnan movie, so I instantly got more interested, of course, and so I emailed them saying, okay, I'm interested, tell me more. Is he going to be in the scene? And they were like, they confirmed he'd be in the scene. So I was like, yeah, I don't care. I'm not there as an actor, I'm there as a movie fan. I'll get to meet Pierce Brosnan. So fast forward a couple of weeks, and I drove up at, I think it was 4 a.m. I had about 2 hours sleep. Drove up, had the road to myself, but I was pretty tired. Turned up at 8, had breakfast, and then went on set. And it was really interesting because it was in Dublin Airport. We were put in a private hangar where there was a corporate jet for the filming for Pierce Brosnan to just walk onto. And eventually, when the set was all ready, Pierce Brosnan appeared out of nowhere. There he was, right in front of us, and we had a great time. And being extras, we had no lines, so we were just basically watching them act, watching Pierce Brosnan act, which was just, as a movie fan, it was just brilliant. So, like I said, I wasn't really even there as an actor. It was more like, there's Pierce Brosnan standing right in front of me. So that was pretty cool.
Did you meet any interesting characters on the set of the Pierce Brosnan movie?
Yeah, Crazy Con. Yeah, we've heard of him. This guy, he'd come up and he'd be talking to me, and he'd be just rambling, and he'd be like, oh yeah, like we were there climbing the tree, like it was a 35-foot tree, and we were staying on the hotel, we weren't staying, but like, we were doing some acting job, and they were there like various extras, and yeah, I was like, just like, we're taking outside and we're climbing this tree. And I was like, what? I was like, my hearing might be the best, but I was like, what are you saying? He's like, yeah, we were up there doing this thing as next, so like, there were about 10 of us in the group. I was like, okay. So he just kept on. I just basically went, okay, I'm going to go over here now, so thanks. And later on, one of the other guys came up and was like, yeah, I suppose you met Crazy Con, did you? And I like straight away, like, yeah, that's a great name for him. He was annoying but harmless. It was very funny. I remember him to the day I died. So it's worth doing these jobs for those kind of characters. Pierce Brosnan, yeah, but Crazy Con.
And if you had a Graham Norton red chair story, what would it be?
That's an acting story. I was doing a play in the Granary Theatre in Cork. It's part of the UCC. It's a nice theatre, very busy theatre. And we were just hanging out backstage waiting to go on. It was opening night, so we were obviously a bit nervous and excited. And so we were just talking about, usually when actors get together it becomes a CV conversation, what have you done? So one of the girls was talking about a play, and I was like, oh yeah. I said, we went to that play as part of our drama school. And I was like, yeah, I thought the play was good, but I just was saying, you know, I felt the actors were maybe, I don't know, just maybe a little over-rehearsed. I wasn't being too critical, I just felt like maybe they were in the run so long that they had gotten a bit bored. And she just stopped and looked at me and went, oh, I was in that play, I was one of the actors. So I just was like, I didn't even bother backtracking, what's the point, you know, dig a hole in that. So I just said, oh yeah, I thought you were very good. I just genuinely meant maybe you'd run so long that I was like, I'll just stop talking and go back and do our play. So yeah, that was pretty embarrassing.
It sounds really embarrassing.
It sure was.
So what do you do when you're not acting?
When I'm not acting, I like going for walks, just being outside in general for any reason. I think about going to the gym a lot. Do a lot of thinking about that, and I go at the odd time. I just like socialising like anybody else, over a good pot of tea or a few pints. I'll go to the cinema on the quiet times of day. Like, one of my greatest pleasures is like going to the cinema in the afternoon, say Tuesday afternoon at 3 o'clock. I pretty much have the place to myself, and that's just one of the greatest pleasures. Besides that, I'm big into astronomy as a hobby. I like video games as well, and watching movies and good TV shows. Keep me busy.
What kind of music would you be into?
Favourite band of all time is Depeche Mode. I grew up with them. I heard them from my brother's bedroom next door. I just absorbed them. I didn't make a decision. It was more like, I like this music and I'm going to keep listening to it, and I still am today. And they have an album out only a month ago, so I had that on a constant loop in the car. It's just non-stop playing. So they'd be the band of my life. People say the soundtrack of my life, they're the soundtrack of my life. But I also love the Doors, Led Zeppelin, most 70s stuff. Absolutely nothing that you'll hear on the radio. Just no, I don't listen to the radio.
No Red FM.
Definitely not Red FM.
And if you've seen The Young Offenders, do you know anyone involved in the making of The Young Offenders?
Oh yeah, being a Cork actor, that's inevitable. I had the pleasure to meet and work with some of the cast. Alex Murphy played my son in a play in the Cat Club, which we had a great laugh. We actually had a little musical number and it was embarrassingly funny. So he was a great kid to work with. And in the same play, Antoinette Hilliard and Julie Donovan, they played my wives in the play. Antoinette was the kind of evil wife, and then Julie Donovan became my good wife. So they were great crack too. And again, being actors in Cork, we'd know of everybody else's work. I'd met Shane Casey a lot of times. He had a good crack. I hadn't met Dominic McHale, but I knew of him and his work. Seen a lot of his stuff. So yeah, just being in Cork is part of the acting scene. We all know each other, which is nice. It's very nice.